Yo, what's going on, y'all? We back again, Captain Capital. Got old Beezy with me. I feel good, of course. Man, how you feeling, man? You doing all right?
Man, I'm good. I'm holding it down. What about you, bro?
Man, all is well is all. So, yeah, man. So if you tuning in, if you new tuning in to the channel, we talk about Cap, which is entertainment, rap, movie type stuff, celebrity talk, and capital, which is investments, assets, any type of financial tips, or anything in the related field. So, welcome and hope you enjoy the content. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna get this thing popping. You did? So
I'm ready.
Yeah, man. So what's been going on over the weekend, bro? I know we were supposed to get on live yesterday, but I had a lot of stuff going on, man. I got the Migos in the bathroom renovating, and man, I had.
You said you got the Migos renovating. Quavo in there working it out.
Nah, the original Migos, Chapo, all them.
You get that good bath renovation.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
I tried to tackle it myself. I'm trying to do it yourself YouTube videos, watching that. I was in over my head, man. Like if I had like a newer home where like stuff is kind of like more modern, it would have been easy. But trying to renovate a home that was built in the 60s where everything, I got good bones, it made a good material, but I don't understand the logic of some of the things that they were doing back then, bro. But
okay.
Yeah, it did what it is. So
sometimes the best thing is to admit you over your head, man, because it costs you a lot more money when you try to say I'm gonna do it myself and you don't have no clue.
Man,
probably the best thing, the cheapest thing, bro.
So that's a tip for people watching. Look, I'm big on trying to save money and doing stuff, that I can do myself. But sometimes you need to hire a subject matter expert. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you a failure. You just didn't have the right knowledge and tools to do so. So I reached out. So I don't feel bad about it. But
no sir.
Yeah. And take that same methodology to the stocks, man. Like sometimes you're gonna take some L's, you're gonna lose some money, man.
Yeah.
Cut it off short, man. Jump in something else and get your money back. So yeah, man. So what's been good in your world, bro? Like the house, you ain't sold the house yet?
Man, I ain't sold it yet, but I'm definitely playing around and teetering with it, man. I got a buyer that's been calling, and I just kind of been putting it off. But ultimately, I think I'm ready to make that sale, But with the holidays, and all that, it's just now it's like
This is like the slow period for real estate.
Yeah, we finna start traveling, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little harder. But we definitely gonna get it in and make that sale, man. Sure.
Oh yeah, that was up. Like someone sent me a letter the other day talking about they about my house as is. I'm like, no, you ain't.
Right.
I'm gonna fix it up first so you can give me what I want instead of trying to, force me to take this low number just because it's as is, That's why they be saying that, like, no, don't upgrade it, because if you upgrade it, we gotta pay more. So they
right.
Right. So, speaking of houses, man, you heard about your boy the baby trying to kick his baby mama out the house?
Man, I can't lie, man. I be on Facebook, or what they call it, Meta now, right?
I know, right?
I don't know what they call it, Meta, Facebook, but I be on Meta, right? That's the first topic you saw today. I ain't even know what happened. I just kept seeing the baby kicks out BM and newborn, and I'm like, really? You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is all the conclusions people start drawing, and you see the women's version and the men's version, but ultimately, bro, like, man, we gotta stop worshiping these damn these superstars, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Women, and I'm not trying to victim blame, but women got to realize everything glitter ain't gold, and bros do too. You know what I'm saying? But we just happen to be talking about this situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, but boy got a history, man. Boy tell you what he about in his lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And then you surprised when boy, you know, you hunting for a tiger, he got stripes, and you surprised that he got stripes. You know what I'm saying? So, who's the damn fool, you or the tiger? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, you know, what you think about that? What's your take on that?
Of course, overall, like he dead wrong about the shit. Like, yeah, you ain't supposed to be kicking nobody out the house. I don't care if it is your baby mama, girlfriend, a little pass along, whatever. Like, you know, I'm just, you know, a cool. I'm passionate or considerate, shall I say? Like, you know, I always look at if that was me type thing. So I don't want to. I wouldn't want to get kicked out of someone's house at 3 a.m. So I wouldn't do that to nobody else. But 5, 6 o'clock, hey, it's the top of the morning. Get your ass out. You know what I'm saying? You know,
let you get this rest in first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let you get a little nap in. You know, then you gotta go and get the hell out, man. Them working hours.
Yeah. Especially like, you know, I don't know all the facts, man, but it sounds like, you know, it might have been some physical stuff going on. Like she might have hit your boy, or she might have doing. I don't know who that is. You know,
technically speaking, the baby is the victim because Danny Lay, she got charged. You know, right. He called the police. She got charged. We don't know if the stuff gonna stick or whatnot, but technically, the baby is the victim. But you already know this man. He antagonized her, gas little, but we don't know that we wasn't there. But my thing, huh?
No, I was just saying right. No, I was agreeing with you.
I said my thing is, I feel like they've been arguing. Like they were probably arguing, since 10 o'clock that night, 11 o'clock that night. Who knows? But you know how it be when you arguing with your girl or whatnot. You do something, you gotta top that. Then they top you. Then they top. You know what I'm saying? Then once you start, you know, one upping each other. Right. The police get called. You know, like I'm gonna yell. You gonna yell louder.
Scenario though, because you know he could have went another route that wouldn't have been so good. You know what I mean? And so I try to give him a credit for calling the police, because you know it's a lot of crazy dudes that probably would have dragged her out the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
But for him to call the police to de-escalate the situation, bro, I kind of commend that in a way. When it comes to the newborn, though, bro, I can't get with that. I don't know if he would really kick the newborn out like they said, or if it was more like.
Now she stayed to the
next night. He kicked her out, and she wasn't gonna leave without the baby. I don't know, you know.
But we gotta understand, he told her to get out at 3. That didn't mean that she got out, because she was there until 10, 11 that following morning. That's when he started calling her a little side piece and side dishes. So she ain't go nowhere. You know, she eventually left, but she ain't leave right at 3.
Yeah.
But I want to know is, and people if you watching, comment in the comment section.
Right.
Fellas, have you ever called the police on your girlfriend before? And if you have, what was the reason why? How did you feel afterwards? You know. So you ever called the police on someone? Oh,
I can say nah. I don't think I ever. Nah, I can't say that. I have never did that. All right, so I mean, I'm not saying that I would agree. I would do it myself, but I'm saying that I do know how stuff could have went. Yeah, I know it could have been a lot worse than what he did by calling the police. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give him his props for having a slightly, you know, mature way of at least trying to de-escalate it to the point to where he ain't getting physical with her and all that. So
yeah. Before I say my story, I am drinking a 10% alcoholic beverage. 10% alcohol in this beer. It's a black chocolate stout beer. So for those who watching, man, cheers to you. You know, yes, I pick beers based on alcohol percentage. Okay, I see. But yeah, I pick beers based on alcohol percentage, not the brand and the marketing. You know, I can give a damn about the can. I need to know what's inside it. You know.
Yeah, I need, for me personally, I look for 70.5% and up, man. You know, preferably like
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
That's in that range where you're gonna feel a buzz. You don't need like 10 of them. You can get 1 or 2 and you'll be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So get that out the way.
Yeah.
Have I ever called the police on a girlfriend of mine? No. Someone else did though. When I first moved down here, man. When I first moved to Atlanta 10 years ago, I stayed with a girl who I moved here with. Her best friend was Tierra Nicole from the Bad Girls Club, and she was a potential inspiring singer for Grand Hustle, but that kind of like, you know, kind of like stagnated. But
right,
we all went to school together though back in Memphis, so that's how we all knew each other. So yeah, so I moved down here. We moved in with her, Tierra Nicole, and probably like a month and a half after us moving in, man, shit hit the fan, and that shit spread it. You know. It was on my birthday, my 21st birthday. I would never forget it. I went to work. I was new at State Farm. After at the warehouse in Penn.
Damn, not on your birthday.
Yeah, on my birthday, bro. I'm going to work. Man, mad than a motherfucker. So yeah, she threw my clothes out. Now it started, man. I was walking around the house eating a bowl of spaghetti. She knocked the bowl of spaghetti out my hand. I was like, man, you know how you just get filled with rage, but you just gotta mind, because you in a new city, new state, you don't know nobody here, so you just had to eat that, you know. Like I'm logical with my, you know, reactions, you know, physical reaction at least. But yeah, knocked the bowl of spaghetti out of my hand. Her cousin was there, like it was crazy. Then she ended up throwing my clothes out on the balcony, over the balcony, but end up helping me gather my clothes back up, you know.
Right.
And I didn't cheat. I didn't do none of that. She went through my phone and saw a conversation between me and my mama. Yeah. And I was telling my mama, I'm like, man, this is not the same girl that was in Memphis that I was with in Memphis. She done did a whole 180, and I ain't feeling it. And when she saw that, she just got mad. But
damn.
Yeah,
when she came out here and got Hollywood on you, man, or like
with no bag, with like you know, like you can't control the man shit if you getting dropped off at work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I came down here to kind of help her to get on her feet, because she moved to Atlanta first. I stayed in Memphis. I moved down once, you know, you find a job and get some money coming in. I take you to work because she ain't had no car. Right. If she found a job, I came down. And man, yeah, just got real Hollywood, man. Like I didn't know who they was I was with at the time, but it wasn't the same one in Memphis. So the neighbor eventually ended up calling the police, and you know what. I don't know exactly which name, but somebody called the police when they seen that commotion outside, and you know she actually went to jail and boo-hooing all that stuff. But you know she got out probably like the next day, and we tried to be cordial with one another. I mean, we were cordial with one another, but it was a wrap on their relationship stuff, though. You know, so eventually she went back to Memphis and got pregnant by a white dude in like less than 6 months. So. It is what it is. Yeah.
No time, huh?
Yeah, wait, no time. So, but anyway, so yeah, I never.
Is we ain't the only scandalous ones out here, man. It's a two-way street. Scandalousness comes in all shapes and sizes and forms, man.
Yeah. and to bring that back to Danny Lay, and that's what I'm saying. We don't know what happened or transpired in their house.
Right.
Now, I don't want to be stereotypical about things, but you know how them Latina women can get. You know, they're a little spicy. They're a little spicy, man. You know, you know how Rihanna get down. You know how she like her, you know, poke at the bear and all that good stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, but they're just outside looking in. We don't know for sure, but
Right.
We just know like it's just something about that Caribbean island type mentality. Like those women, man, they love hard, and it shows. It shows. So, but at the end of the day, the baby had to be. He should have been more logical about the things, given the fact of his recent challenges and mishaps, shall I say? You know, with the Rolling Loud comments at the festival, him shooting a dude. You know, a lot of folks didn't even know that he shot someone before he got famous. Until Dave Chappelle said it. Yeah. Dave Chappelle that got the word out there. But if you follow, you know, the industry and all this stuff, you would have known. Right. So, with that, you know, he beat up someone in the Louis Vuitton store, you know, last year or whatnot, gave him them lumps. Right. Then he kicked the fan.
For something, didn't he?
Yeah, he kicked a female fan in the mouth or something, in the head, something at a show. So it's like, bro, you,
for trying to take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. And that's my thing. That was my point, bro. Like, I mean, you play stupid games, you're gonna get stupid rewards. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know the history, you know what bruh is about, what he ain't about, and I ain't judging, bro, because I really don't know him personally. But just like what we able to see from the outside looking in, man, I mean, after a while, you got to just quit playing the victim, bro, and just realize you're a victim of your own decisions, man.
Bro.
Get with it, man. Don't nobody want to talk about that, though.
That is one of the hardest things that humans have to overcome, and that's accountability. Don't know. Everybody runs away from accountability. Like, just be 100, bro. Like we know we not perfect. We know we not angels. So it's like when you do something that's foul or out of line, accept it. You know. But
it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean we have emotions. So yeah, a lot of things that we do be impulsive. It be based on emotions. It's not logically thought out, but once you have the time to sit down and think about your action, take accountability for this shit, man. Don't be out here, man. You know, trying to victim blame, point the finger, all that. Yeah, but that shit just not cool. I just wish more folks just accept it, bro.
Real talk. Man, what else you heard about, man? What else you heard?
I heard that Drake and Kanye reunited.
What was that? Yeah, you can tell I ain't been keeping up what they was into it or something.
This like this just dropped. My girl, she just told me she seen the little picture of them. So you know, they've been back and forth for years. And if you heard the little bar on one of his sons, Drake's sons on Certified Lover Boy, he was basically saying like, what's the point of them rekindling or making up or whatnot if they're gonna be right back in it just a few days later or a few months later? So Drake really didn't want to rekindle the relationship with Kanye, but you know that OG named Jay Prince, bro. Jay Prince is the most OGs out here, bro.
Yeah.
If that's even a word, I know it's not a word, but.
Oh yeah, no,
he's solid.
The person,
bro. This like for real. Like when you think of OGs in my mind, I think like you know your Snoop Dogs, your Master P's, Slim and Birdman. You know, they kind of flawed a little bit, but you know, that's what I think about OGs. But man, that top dog though is that Jay Prince and his son Jazz Prince, you know. So Jay Prince is the one who orchestrated the the meetup between Drake and Kanye went out to Drake's house to talk things over or whatnot. I know he didn't need to ask Drake for the address because he already had it. putting it on social media and shit. So I know he didn't ask Drake what was his address. So yeah, man. And then your boy Kanye, I don't know what's going on. That man shaved off his eyebrows, man.
Bro, this dude, every time you look around, Kanye doing something.
He's doing something.
Like, bruh, from his haircut, look like they just cut patches out his hair, bruh. He just walking around like that. And your bro, to me, I understand his genius to a certain degree because, I mean, it's evident your boy used it to become a billionaire. You can't deny that. But it's just, man, to me, he just seemed a little off. He Yeezy. He not Kanye no more. He Yeezy.
Yeah.
And that come with
technically Yeezy, yay. He changed his name to Yay.
You know, that's like the good. You know, it's always the good, the bad, and the ugly, though. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's a creative genius, though. You know what I mean? And your boy is a marketing genius. You know, a boy got a lot of strengths, man. And he talk about some stuff that some people can't relate to sometimes, maybe a little too deep. So I can see, you know, people thinking he off a little bit, and I think he off a little bit, but shit, your boy, he continues to do his thing. You know,
call a spade though. He didn't really become this iconic, you know, off the wall, saying whatever type of person until his mama passed. You know, like before his mama passed, he was a little bit more sane, more, you know, calm, more normal, for lack of better words. He was more normal. But some of his mama passed, they got with Amber Rose, and my things ain't never been the same. But I mean, I know we like to label him as a creative genius, but like it's it's like a gray area somewhere in between that, because I feel like you shouldn't have that label if you had people writing the majority of your songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of songs that we love from Kanye came from other people penmanship, you know.
But that don't, to me, like, cause you know I'm into music too, so like to me, in Kanye's case, that doesn't take away from his creative genius because he's a producer. One, he's not. Yeah. I mean, he rap. You know what I'm saying? But I think his number one skill or his main
producing
part of the game was producing. You know what I mean? And so if you look at Dr. Dre, a lot of people write his.
Your phone. I heard your phone vibrate, man. So I'm gonna just keep it rolling while my boy OB's to get his phone back together. But it seems like that OB was saying that since he good at producing, Kanye, I'm talking about, since he good at producing, he should get this creative genius label attached to him. You know, I don't think so. Now, and same thing go for anybody who gets songs from other people and people like them. I can't get with it. I cannot get with it. So when it comes to Kanye, I appreciate the things that he do as a black man. I believe that he's more creative with his fashion side than his more recent music side. Now, when Kanye first came out through The Wire before his mama passed, man, I get it. But I like to hold people accountable for the things that they do and say. And there you go.
There I go. Fell off the face of the earth. My bad.
Somebody called.
But I'm right back like I left something, you know what I mean? Yeah, what was we talking about, man?
Kanye.
Oh yeah, Kanye.
You were saying why he think he a musical.
And you know, I say creative because he didn't really stay in that musical space, man. He got into the fashion space. Now it's debatable on whether you like his fashion and his shoes and all that, but he making stuff that people buying at a really high price. You know, he's able to pull it off. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's branding. I guess that has something to do with it, but shit, your boy had to do with it pretty much what he want to do, man. You know, and I guess your mom's passing. You know, thank God I haven't felt that pain yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, right?
But That could do it for you, bro. That could put that. I could see that putting you out there some kind of way. You know what I mean?
And that's why I was saying when your screen had froze, I was keeping the combo going. I was like, I understand the music genius or creative genius of him before his mama passed, when he was putting out College Dropout, songs like Through the Wire, 808 Heartbreak, all this stuff. I get it, even though I wasn't a big fan of Kanye before then. Like I said, like I'm biased. I'm from the South.
Yeah.
You're really not from the South. You really got to be impressive for me to kind of like put an ear to it. But after his mama passed and all that stuff, you start finding out that like Just Blaze used to help him with producing, and Drake wrote a lot of his songs, and he got the backing of Jay-Z on a lot of things. It's just like, man, I do not understand why people gravitate towards this man the way that they do. I like to hold people accountable, like we were talking about earlier. You ain't finna just sit up here and say that slavery was a choice and do all this other outlandish stuff and expect me to not like feel some type of way about it. Like I judge the character along with the music. If I don't like you from the things that you show us or show me, then that's not gonna make me, press play when your song come around. I see it on YouTube Music. By the way, YouTube Music has the biggest library and catalog of them all. You can find everything on YouTube. Just a side note.
True. Yeah, man. I think sometimes though he a victim of his inability to say it in a politically correct enough way for people to get how he meant it. Ain't no black man on the planet felt the way we took that statement. Like, I don't think there's no black man that just would say slavery was a choice and mean it the way we took it, though. You know what I'm saying? There were people who jumped off the ships, you know what I'm saying, or who would rather commit suicide, or people did other, there were other options technically, but I feel the
it's like jigsaw. It's like jigsaw.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like, technically, you have an option, but if you want to live, you probably didn't feel like you had an option. You know what I'm saying? Because your number one priority as a human being is going to be self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? So that might be doing some shit until you feel like you could escape it. You might have went along with it because you felt like, once I get there, I can try to figure some shit out and break free. You know what I mean? So I kind of felt what he said, and I felt that the way we took it, because I took it that way at the time until I had some conversations. Like, I think the way we took it, I don't think no black man in America could mean it like that. Now, the fact that he, with them Kardashians, I don't know if his mind twisted, and he could have meant it like, the slaves just decided to be slaves, you know what I mean? But I don't think he meant it that way, personally.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he had Just Blaze. I didn't know he had Just Blaze helping him with them tracks, though.
Yeah, they collided ideas, and if you saw the Drink Champs episode with him on it, he said that Just Blaze copied him, But man, we don't know what went down in those studio sessions, man. I just know that like Kanye's achievements ain't solely his, and I guess that's just me speaking from a fan, because from what the consumer sees on this side, we assume that every artist is like, everything that they say on their songs is from them. And for some reason, this is what I noticed just by reading other people's comments and having dialogue with other people. America and American fans, we do not pay attention to the credits. And just think about it, like when the movie come on, right? At the end of a movie, where they have the long scroll of credits. That's the part everyone skip over. Movie over with, the credits come on, we cut it off. We not interested in who produced this, who was the costume designer, who was the makeup designer, who was the stylist, all this stuff. We not really infatuated with all that. We just like the product that's given to us, when it's presented. So
right.
other countries, other people, they kind of like they look into that. And since I became aware of everything, when I found out that some of my favorite rappers didn't say the words that they rapped, it was like, man, let me start checking, these different websites to see exactly who wrote, who pitched in to what, who pitched in to who, like with, like one of my favorite albums of all time, my top 5 album, Drake Take Care. We gotta credit The Weeknd for a lot of those songs on that album, because he the one that kind of gave the foundation for the banging songs that was on there. So even though we love Drake, as a people, as fans, but if we was more attentive to the people behind the scenes, a lot of rappers wouldn't have these pedestals that they sit on today, in my opinion.
Right.
But,
but when you look at music in general, rap is the only one that we can really apply that standard to, because rap is all about the lyrics and the words, and a lot of lyricists are supposed to be creating their own in that regard. But when you look at R&B and all them others, see, rap is the only one that we treat each other like that, when we bounce ideas off each other, or we collaborate in creativity. In rap, that's a no. You know what I'm saying? But not a producer to me. If you're a producer and you making good music, I think you can collaborate with whoever you want to collaborate with, and it should be straight. If you out here saying you a lyricist, you can't say that and you got somebody writing your rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think it comes with the territory, like you said. Like it's like even with freestyle battle rapping, people don't respect people who wrote their freestyle prior. Like if you coming off the dome spitting, you spitting. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to write they freestyle.
Depending on where you at too, because in the East Coast, that's what a freestyle is niggas got rhymes that they already wrote and they busting it out, and it ain't on the beat, and it ain't in the song. That's a freestyle in the East Coast. In the West Coast, of freestyle is coming completely off the head. You know what I'm saying? In general, I'm not saying every single person from the East Coast, every single person from the West Coast. Yeah. But when an East Coast person is freestyling, they usually spitting some shit they wrote, which to me don't take away from it. It ain't as hard as like completely not having nothing in your mind and just spitting to a beat just completely out of nowhere. I find that more on the West, and maybe even in the South than a lot of the East Coast rappers, because they bars be so cerebral. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, so yeah, again, that's regional, man. And I only speak on this more because I'm a lyricist myself. Like I came up rapping, you feel me? So I really studied that for a long time and indulged in that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of take lyricism and rap to heart, and I understand when somebody ain't a lyricist and they just making music, and hey, as long as you can collaborate and make good music and you not fronting about it, then hey, let that shit play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I wanna emphasize the reason behind why we treat rap the way we treat rap. For instance, like how you said that, like it's only the rap game where we kind of like shun upon the artists when they use help and writers. Yeah. Which I understand, but I think it's kind of like it's like a subconscious thing or a side effect thing, because rap is the only genre where they disrespect you or talk shit to you in the songs, and we still like it. For instance, like how folks say that like rap is the only genre where the old heads of the game or the legends of the rap game could be considered washed, or they ain't they trash. We say all this stuff about especially too old, washed up. You ain't we do that with rappers, but we don't do that with anybody, any other artist in any other genre. But I think the sole reason why is because it's the boasting and bragging that comes with rapping. Like especially today, rappers talk about how much how broke you are first. They remind you that you broke, and then they remind you that they got money, and then they say that they can fuck your girl, smash your girl, do whatever they want with your girl, because like, but we like it because we try to substitute ourselves with them. But in the same token, like you basically shitting on me. You know what I'm saying? And but we pay you, we like the song, and you get paid from us liking the songs. But when you not, since you doing all that boasting and bragging and you ain't hot no more, you wash, you trash. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of like the reason why we are like that with rap, because it's so competitive, because it's so macho and testosterone feel, dominant energy. It's like, man, I'm number one, I'm this, I'm that, and conscious singers don't be, talking about who number one, or you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different arena. It's really like one versus one, or one versus all type thing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just creating music for the love of, Right. It's a hustle, and I think that really plays, because I don't even think people was doing that back when hip hop was really hip hop, when you had the b-boy dancers and the real lyricists and DJ. Like, it was more positive vibes back then, that people wasn't trying to bring down the rapper and pick sides and say they watch, because they wasn't talking about all this boasting and bragging. Like, honestly, I don't want to hear a person rap all day talking about how broke I am and how much money they get.
Right.
That's the meat of it. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good when you put it to a beat, because you like to, you be like, like I said, you want to put yourself in those shoes, but when reality set in, you just a calm as Joe Blow. And the person and this rapper, he talking about you, man. You ain't got no money, man. You know what I'm saying? When he talking about he gonna fuck your girl, he talking about you.
Right.
And it's like, bro, like, that ain't, dude, and that ain't cool.
Right. Yeah, man. You definitely on something right there, man. They do spend a lot of their time talking about money and how much they got of it, and how garbage you is if you ain't got it. You know what I mean?
Take Floyd Mayweather, for instance. Why do people buy those expensive pay-per-view matches and boxing matches when it's Floyd Mayweather? It's not because Floyd Mayweather is not a knockout, drag out type of boxer. He a finesse boxer. He know how to get out the way and get his on you. You know what I'm saying? But people watch those boxing matches hoping that he lose, because he is so bragful. I mean, I said bragful. He is so boastful and bragful about everything that he do. Every time you see him, he talking about money. He might stack some money on the side of his head. All types of stuff. And that rubs people the wrong way. So, but
you got to peep Floyd, though. He wasn't always Money Mayweather. He was Pretty Boy Floyd. He told you himself, when he called himself Pretty Boy Floyd, he stayed broke. He wasn't getting that money. As soon as he changed his name to Money Mayweather and changed his mentality to money, you know what I'm saying? He started.
That's when the hate started coming.
Yeah, it was when the hate started coming, but it's also when the hundreds of millions start coming too. Yeah. So shit, what you want is, you want to deal without hate, or you rather have a couple 100 million? I could deal with some hate with a couple 100 million, or I can working on $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? I can fight one time and make 300 million. Hey, I'm Money Mayweather. You feel me? But
the money came behind once he started gaining all those wins. That like, he got 30 wins, no losses. So when he started reminding people that like he undefeated, can't nobody touch me, can't nobody beat me, and I got all this money, that's when the hate started coming. And that's when folks started to I never paid for a pay-per-view. I try to get it on the bootleg, of course. You know what I'm saying? Or go to back then I would go on to clubs and bars who was hosting the fight. But I like I like Floyd, honestly. I like Floyd because I can see past all of that, you know. But people watch those fights hoping that they can see him lose. They did not want to see him win because they wanted to be the ones that be like, you got that first loss. I'm the one who saw you get your first loss, but that never happened. And now, you know what I'm saying? That translates to the rap game, and like, you know,
that's part of his genius, man. Every sport, every genre, every avenue of entertainment needs an antagonist. That's how you get money. You know what I'm saying? So he played into that role, and it worked for him. You know what I mean? I think he played into that role. I'm not saying he may not have been greedy or he may not have been boastful naturally, but I think a lot of that was a part of his plan, though, because he understood that, you know, he can play the villain role, you know what I'm saying, to a team and make that money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, publicity, whether it's good or bad, could be good publicity. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the situation. So he just used it to his advantage, man. Okay, I'm gonna be Money Mayweather. I'm gonna be the one everybody hating on. You feel me? And they gonna pay to see me lose. They gonna pay $300 million to see me lose.
Collectively, yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
So man, what's going on, bro? Let's talk about some important stuff like this infrastructure bill and how we paying for it. Oh, yeah. You know, like we pay for everything else.
And how we can get some of that back. But that infrastructure bill is so at first I thought they was just gonna have one big bill. I saw like 150 billion here, and I saw 550 billion here. But when they revised it, it looked like they coming out with it's gonna be a process. Like I think this is the first tier of it, and I'm looking to see ways that I can capitalize on some of the stuff going on. Like what are they doing? Like green energy is a big part. Education is a big part. And of course, you know,
roads, highways, airports, water infrastructure, all of that.
So shit, I mean, it looked like the only thing to do is, because we're gonna pay for it anyway, is the investing companies that's gonna capitalize on that money. You know what I mean? And a lot of what I hear is, you know, companies like Caterpillar, companies like John Deere, you know what I'm saying? Companies like MLM, and, you know, just green energy companies, just to try to see who gonna get the money when they start putting it out there, who gonna get the money and who gonna get the business. You know what I mean? So
first off, before I speak on the infrastructure bill, I heard that Joe Biden and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, whatever her name is. I ain't really feeling her, bro.
But I'm gonna say her name right. If I'm gonna say Joe Biden name, if I'm gonna correct myself on Joe Biden, I'm gonna correct.
Yeah, I said Kamala, but I added Tamala. Kamala, whatever.
All right.
But now, like, they supposed to be not seeing eye to eye. They ain't on the same page on a lot of things, what I heard.
Yeah.
And which I can understand. You got this old dinosaur running the country as a president. And then you got someone that's a little bit more younger and who can, you know, relate to the majority of the population in America, you know. So, I just thought that was kind of like,
No, I was like, I feel you on the Kamala, man, because to me, she kind of cooned herself into the office. Now, I know she got a track record or whatever, but what did she really ride on? Her biggest thing, what she had going on for her, she came with the Chucks, she came with the AKA, but she identified with the HBCUs. You know what I mean? She identified with black people and tried, you know. So I think those are the things that really got her in the office, you know, that made her popular. And I'm not saying that she hadn't had a good career. You know, a lot of that is questionable at the beginning, which had her rating kind of low from the jump. Like she couldn't win the presidency because of, you know, her previous
campaigns.
You know what I mean? Because she used to be the prosecutor, right?
Yeah. She was California or San Francisco, city prosecutor.
Mm-hmm. So, I heard a lot of bad things, and I don't want to say nothing because I don't know all the facts or whatever, but I heard a lot of bad things about that period of time.
Yeah, what turned me off from her, like what rubbed me the wrong way is when she went on Breakfast Club saying that, like, she was in college listening to Tupac, and that man wasn't even making music then.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I said she cooned her way in the office because she tried to identify as
one of us.
Cool, black girl.
Yeah,
but I think she used to identify as Indian because she got Indian father, right? I'm talking about Indian from India. I'm not talking about Indian like
red dot Indian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, it just seemed like a convenient identification that happened once she started running for office, man, and it worked for her. So I didn't vote for it because really I just didn't want to vote for Trump and them. You know what I'm saying? I would, but at the point I am right now, fam, although I probably would never vote for Trump, ain't no probably to it. I won't vote for Trump.
You kind of miss him though.
No, man. You know what? It's starting to be surprising how comfortable black people are getting saying that. You know what I'm saying? Because when he first came out, he talking about MAGA and he inciting all this hate and all this fear, bro, and all this inaccurate information, bro. You start to wonder, like, why are black people talking about Trump I don't get that at all. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't get black people supporting Trump at all. I don't. But I do get the frustration with the current administration and how they come in with force with different things, and it's like they want to do what they want to do no matter what the people really want. You know what I mean?
So my thing is, all right, we both black,
right?
Would you rather you got two white men? You got two white men you can choose as a friend. Would you want to be friends with a white man who talks shit behind your back to his family, or one that lets you know up front what he stand on and what it's like?
Man, I ain't gotta be neither one of their friends, but
I'm just saying. But like, I know it's red pill, blue pill.
The one I would vote into the office, man, is probably the one that gonna at least align more with what I want to see change in America.
Yeah.
And that's still the Democrats. You know what I mean? For the most part, the only thing I can really talk about them about the most is their affinity, especially this administration, their affinity to come after the law-abiding Second Amendment, the people who practice the Second Amendment, and the whole vaccines, questionable whether however you feel about that situation, suggesting that people be forced to take the vaccine, stuff like that. I kind of question those type of decisions, but for the most part, the Democrats want to do like universal health care. They want to do like infrastructure. They about to put so much money into the HBCUs that's never been done. It's a lot that they are doing that aligns with my personal goals that I would like to see in our community as far as black people. Trump and them wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? They put money out there for business owners, so that could benefit anybody. But when it comes to healing our community and getting stuff done directly for our community, hands down, bro. Like, Democrats have done way more than Republicans. You know what I mean? And I don't want to sound slighted. Like, I don't understand that Democrats ain't perfect either. Because you can say one thing out loud and feel one thing behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my take on it, man. I go for whoever align closest to what I want to see happen in America, man. And that's definitely not Trump. That's definitely not MAGA hats. That's definitely not these supercharged hillbillies that all of a sudden want to pull out their guns. It's definitely not them raiding the White House. It's definitely not them creating fear. It's definitely not misogyny. It's definitely not just all these things that Trump represent. And and with the more I talk about it, I just can't understand how a black person could fix their mouth to support Trump. Now, I ain't knocking them. I just can't understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, okay. It's always two sides of everything. Two sides to a coin.
You can get your tax money if Trump in office though. You can save on them taxes though. I get it.
You can save on taxes. Republicans, they have a history of trying to get everyone to vote.
What?
Yeah. They encourage voting. They encourage voting.
Oh my God, bro. Are you serious? Do you see
I ain't talking about recently. I ain't talking about the stuff they did recently.
The first time they had to try to suppress voters, bro. But the voter suppression shit they got going on right now, that Stacey Abrams and that Democrats are having to fight before she even think about running in the office. No, bro.
Yeah, but it's not like, cause you got black folks on both sides of the fence. You got black Republicans. So the black Republicans, they not fazed about the voter suppression and all that stuff, just for the fact that they got their stuff in order. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. That's a fucked up mentality that say me first and you're not putting the people first. I got mine, so I ain't worried about y'all.
Yeah, but
that's what we want.
Yeah, but now I'm saying like, yeah, I understand like the Democrats, they like to cater, so-called appear to cater to the poor people with all these programs and all this stuff. But a lot of stuff that's in law and in place came from bipartisan support. But
yeah,
it's you got the left wing, white wing, it's still the same bird. But my thing is with Trump, I think a lot of people confuse his audience and his supporters and tie that along with him, which I don't see that, because you can pull up old tapes back from the 80s and 90s when Trump was on the Oprah Winfrey show. He said he would run as a Republican because he feel like those are the easiest to manipulate. It's all about this was well thought of. You know what I'm saying? So it puts me in the mind frame that Trump is neither Democrat nor Republican. He's independent. He's Trump, and he's gonna choose. He's gonna choose the least path of resistance to get to where he needs to get to.
The money.
Because I don't consider him racist. Because if you got enough money to be in the room with him, he'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? He'll mess with you, and that's a lot of people. Trump ain't, in my knowledge, to my knowledge and understanding, he never said nothing that was blatantly racist about black folks. It's just his supporters, the people that lifts him up. You know, when you run as president as a Republican, you know, because you feel like that's the best path to go. All those hillbilly ass states, middle of nowhere ass people, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna gravitate towards him. But just from the Trump I seen before he got on this political stuff, he never appeared to be a racist. Because if he was such a racist, why a lot of black celebrities got pictures with him? You know what I'm saying? Because they got the money. And that's all I'm saying. He can't be racist if he let Kodak Black out of jail and all these other folks out of jail, and you know what I'm saying? So they had the money. They had the money to pay for his discretion.
So the Democrats are appearing to help, but when Trump do something for black people, that's genuine.
I ain't gonna say. I ain't saying for black people. He doing for those who.
We talking about Kodak Black. He's black. We talking about how Trump wasn't a racist.
But Kodak Black getting released don't put no money in our pocket. That's what I'm saying. So he didn't do that for black people. He did that because Kodak paid him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's eliminating that racist thing. He don't care if you black, brown, purple, or blue. If that money green and you willing to pay him, he'll mess with you. like 9 times out of 10, like everybody that will, you know. But all I'm saying is like,
so you prefer classism over racism, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
I got you. That's
yeah,
a good perspective.
Yeah,
well,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess if that's your perspective, I can see that. You know, if you ain't messed up about classism and the disappearing middle class and how the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. I mean, you with that. And
but why is the rich keep
people are always going to be on the wrong end of that classism?
It don't have to be like that. That's what I'm saying.
It
like,
is though. Statistics don't lie. I mean, the statistics don't lie, bro.
But we are racist too. We just don't like to say it. Or we could be prejudiced. It's true.
Well, I mean, racist. I mean,
well, I'm gonna say prejudice. People like to.
Hours. I'm gonna end it right here, but I don't think black people can necessarily be racist because we don't have the economic power. Well, sometimes some of us do, you know, are in a position of power where they can exercise it on people and not hire them because they white, which I don't think happens anywhere near as much as people not getting hired because they black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'm taking finances out of this. Like, you know, my definition of race is strictly on race. You as a kid getting your food in the cafeteria in middle school, you in a diverse middle school. When you try to find a table to sit down at, where you gonna sit down there first?
That don't have nothing to do with racism, though. I mean, that's self-identification and being in comfort zone with people who look like you. That's not racism. That's not racism at all. It's not. Because I go sit by black people. If I go to the room and I see all white people and I see a table of black people, I'm probably gonna go sit by the people that look like me. But I don't have no problem with nobody else in the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about me personally.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what racism is, and what you're talking about is prejudice. It's prejudice when you think that your race is better than the next race. I think I'm better than you because I'm this color.
That's not what prejudice means. Prejudice means I judge you before I have a chance to get to know you. So let's separate the two. Prejudice and racism.
That's the same thing.
Not the same thing.
Gee, if I'm judging you by your white skin, I'm judging you by your white skin, and I'm not gonna sit with you, or I'm gonna have a different conversation with you because of your white skin. That's being prejudiced. When a white person don't want to deal with us by being black, because they don't know us, that's being prejudiced. They don't know that we the most coolest, that I might be one of the most coolest black person on this earth, but just because I got a different skin tone, they not willing to give me that same fair conversation as would something white. That's in my perspective, that's prejudice.
I want to take my perspective out of it. Let's go with facts. Okay, so racism is prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. Typically, one that is a minority or marginalized. Okay, so the first word they used was prejudice.
It's prejudice. Okay.
So I guess prejudice is an aspect or of racism,
right?
But it's not racism altogether. I don't think the two words are interchangeable, like you were saying. That's all.
Okay.
Prejudice, but the actual word prejudice. Now let's look up the word prejudice.
Okay.
You know, I got a tendency to sensationalize shit too. So sometimes I just want to just go to the dictionary when we talk about words.
Yeah. About definitely.
So if I look up prejudice, the word racism don't come up. It says preconceived opinion is basically what I said. Preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Prejudice does not have to have anything to do with race. So that's why I'm telling you it's not the same thing. So prejudice is just a preconceived notion before I even really get to know you. Well, racism is based strictly on your
so that's a synonym.
That's it.
So that's a synonym for stereotyping and profiling.
What?
Being prejudiced, like you having a preconceived.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep. That's exactly. Yep.
So racist profile people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they see a black person sagging, rapping rap songs with no headphones on, they casting they stereotype, being prejudiced amongst that black person, not knowing that this might be a crypto investor, or in school for nursing, or might be the person who they will see in the future when they have health issues. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, racists are prejudiced.
Racists are prejudiced. Okay.
But my point was that
it ain't no opposite.
Prejudice and racism are two different things. Was my point.
Okay.
That's all I was saying. Go ahead.
But just to bring it back, I just feel like people that's black that support Trump, they tripping.
I was saying tripping. That's all I say, bro. I'm damn near done on that. Like that's whatever you want to close with, they tripping.
Now, for the record, I didn't vote for Trump, or I never voted for Trump, and now
don't back up now.
Nah, I'm saying for the record. For the record.
You sit in that car, nigga. You sit in that car.
For the record, man,
all right, so bro, what you looking at? We brought up the infrastructure bill, man. Have you been looking at ways to invest, man? Like I was talking about, how you been looking at the infrastructure bill? Just trying to see what it is first and go from there.
I'm trying to see which company is gonna benefit from it.
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
Right.
Somebody gonna benefit very, very largely from it, because it's about to be a cycle. So like, tech stocks, they were having they run for the past, couple of weeks, month or so, or what so. Yep. So it's about to rotate. And that's the reason why crypto is down right now, because of the infrastructure bill. People taking their money out of crypto to put their money in companies dealing with the infrastructure. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So I just need to know which ones. And that's why I hate about the infrastructure bill, because it's a lot of companies, we kind of like fairly new to investing, so we know kind of like the companies that's been around like no longer than 10 years plus, like, besides Facebook, Google, Amazon, stuff like that. So we more familiar with, tech stocks, green energy stocks, financial stocks. But it's a lot of companies that a lot of folks don't know about, including myself, that are gonna benefit from this. Like, I can't name you not two steel mill companies or manufacturers or whatnot off the top of my head.
Right.
But it's some people out there that do though.
Right. I was just watching CNBC, and she was talking about the companies that could directly benefit. I didn't write them all down, but she was like talking about, she was like a guru in this exact area, and she was talking about exact companies that she strongly feels will benefit from it. So you trying to learn stuff like that, man. I'm starting to see, it's just something I'm starting to watch, because I never used to watch CNBC until I got in there. Man, I'm on CNBC. I'm trying to check the news out, what they talking about on CNN. I never watched this stuff. But the more you get into investing, the more you have to become eligible, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, she was breaking some stuff down on CNBC. I remember the ticker for one of them was MLM. It was like Marietta, I forgot the name of the company, but the ticker is MLM. And that was one of the ones she said that she think would definitely benefit from the bill.
Okay, why none of these are showing up? Hold on. Is sector industrial? I was trying to find one of these companies. Now I got all the sectors.
It's called the one I was talking about is called Martin Marietta Materials Incorporation. And they were talking about how one of the bottlenecks to the infrastructure bill might be concrete.
What what's the symbol for it? You know?
MLM.
Yeah.
So it's the natural resource-based building materials company. The company supplies, aggregates, crushed stone, sand, and gravel through its network of approximately 310 quarries, mines, and distribution yards in Canada and the Bahamas. In the southwestern and western United States, the company also provides cement and downstream products and services, including ready-mix concrete, asphalt, paving services. Hit the more button. In markets that are naturally vertically integrated. So they definitely just based on what they do, they're definitely going to be a part of the infrastructure there.
Okay. I like MLM.
Yeah.
Cause look
And
at
I got
the
that from
chart.
CNBC, y'all. On in, bro. They have a channel where it is, what is it called? Money Talks, or I'm just now starting to watch this stuff, so forgive me that I don't remember exact names, but they got a show called Money Talks or something like that, where a guy just runs down just things about the industry. So,
yeah, I like them, but they tell you the news after they done made they moves. Cause it's like they telling us about it when it's 421. You know, they should be telling us about it when it was 340 something. You know, back in the end of October, they knew this stuff was gonna pass. You know, but I was looking for something called Tata Steel, because it's been on a major incline since the pandemic, and it's a steel company, and you know they gonna benefit greatly from this infrastructure bill. Martin Marietta Materials, okay. Like it's been upgraded to buy from neutral to buy from a lot of hedge funds and institutions. So let's look at the performance for the quarter. Past 3 months, they've been up 12%. Past half a year, up 16%. Past year, up 55%. That's great. They don't have a lot of no short entry, so that's good. They don't have a lot of people betting against them. And it seemed like it was consolidating for the longest, like, you know, all this year until, like you said, recently, it's on a gradual incline. So it's a good time, you know, to possibly get in this. But my whole concern is that what's the volume like? So let me
So as you can see, like towards the end of that chart, go back to the end of that chart. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that thing has been consolidated. So even when it moved up, you see how it moved laterally right there towards the end. That's where there's a lot of buyers right there.
Yep. So let me see. What is the ticker for Tata Steel? Market Tata Steel. Let me see what Yahoo got on Tata Steel. Chart.
Man, they 12. I don't know.
And this them right here. I wish I can do the bars. That's the candles. Okay. But yeah, so they actually consolidate. I wonder why they kind of dropping right now, cause look at that. Look how that thing just over the years have been going up. Right. So this actually, man, this a little bit too expensive for my blood. I ain't gonna even lie.
I was gonna say, man, you gotta have some money to make some money on this one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm good on that. What other? Let's look at Cat. What Cat gonna do?
Caterpillar been, you know.
Nah, it seems like they trying to rebound, bro. They've been on the slow decline.
Yep.
You know, I can see a reversal coming, heading back up to that 250 range as it was near recently. But they up 18% for the year. So yeah. I don't know, man. We need to do some homework on these infrastructure companies.
Right.
Outside of CNBC, because they gonna tell you after they made their moves already.
Right. I mean, that ain't the only place I look. I just happen to be watching the channel. And
Yeah. But I'm just saying, just anywhere outside, just for the fact that, like, I don't know, like the people who I get my sources from, all the Discord and groups that I'm a part of, like, we're not talking about materials and these type of industrial companies, man.
Mm-hmm. They talking about it on CNBC though.
Exactly. This sector right here is where the old money be putting their money into. You know, Warren Buffett's. Speaking of Warren Buffett, I just heard that man got scammed out of $340 million. From a fake solar panel company, man.
Oh wow! How does that happen?
Warren Buffett.
How does that happen? How do you invest into a fake company and you're Warren Buffett? I can see me accidentally, investing into a fake company for Warren Buffett.
And from solar, it was a solar panel company. Yep, here we go, right here. Warren Buffett was scammed out of $340 million in a Ponzi scheme.
How the hell do you become? I don't know. I think it's more to that. He probably owed them people money and just made it. He probably gave them back their money that way. That's hard to believe right there. I mean, I ain't saying it ain't true. It's probably true, but I'm just saying. Just me thinking in my mind, Warren Buffett falling for a Ponzi scheme and putting $300 million into it.
Yep, solar power Ponzi couple pleads guilty in $1 billion fraud.
Wow. Oh, they got more than him then if it's $1 billion.
Oh yeah. It ain't just him, but
right.
He was one of the victims, most definitely.
That's right.
Yep. Let's take a look at these cryptos, man.
Please do.
See what's moving for the day. Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin is still dominating the market at 43.5%. If you can see that at the top right here, Bitcoin 43.5, Ethereum 19, and everything else is what's that 43 plus 19? What's that? 62. So 48% going to the altcoins. That's not bad.
Right.
That's not bad at all.
Where tell you that? What site is it? Oh, Coin Market Cap.
It's approximately it's a $2.5 trillion market right now for all cryptos. That's how much money is in the crypto.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the stock market like 30 trillion, but
for crypto to be so young and to be catching up that quick, bro, that's crazy.
Yep, let's see the biggest gainers. ARC governance price. Ooh. Yeah, these look like, I don't like looking at these big gainers because a lot of these big gainers are new cryptos. A lot of them be what they call shit coins. They rank so far down on the list, they'll be doing good if they get to like top 200. Ain't nothing top 200 on this list.
And that's not. If I could have made 78%, what's the top one? 12,000. Oh my, come on. I don't give a damn what type of company it is. If I can if I can get a return like that, I'm on it. But ain't no way you can predict that, I guess. But
Yeah, you can't predict it, and it's so brand new that it's hard to even, like a lot of these coins, it's hard to even get them. You know, you have to really be deep into that crypto world to actually, do this.
Okay. Because a lot of them I don't be seeing on Coinbase.
No, not at all.
What you said I need to. What are some other platforms you like to trade crypto?
This my favorite one right here is Qcoin.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So Qcoin. I'm gonna have to put that on while my telephone number showing. So, I know, right? Yeah.
Phil, give me the call. What you calling today, bro?
So this is Qcoin right here. This is what I trade on for the most part.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So let's look at my favorite H bar. It's sitting at 39 cents. Let's see, yeah, we sitting at 39 cents today. It's consolidating a little bit, but it just got put on the market September of this year, 2021, September 14th was his first day on the market. And yeah, this got a lot of potential, man. This H bar, but it's the same. How you read stocks, you do crypto the same way. Find the support, find the resistance, find the supply and the demand. If you want to push your Bollinger Bands on there, we can do so. Let's see if we could get some indicators on here. Bollinger Band with. So, yep. You got that Bollinger Band. So, it's outside of it. This is a good time to get into H bar right now. It's tapping that bottom line. Let me see if I can pull up the TTM squeeze on here. So Qcoin don't have a squeeze.
And that was not financial advice.
What you said?
This is entertainment. But we might follow our own advice though.
They don't even have Elliott waves. Okay, it's all good. But yeah, the Bollinger Bands are looking pretty good. Hopefully, don't dip beneath the where it's at right now.
It look like it's coming back up.
Yep, and this is an 8-hour chart.
Yeah, this came out the band. Usually, when it goes out the band, that's a good time to bet your money.
Yep, that was an 8-hour chart we was looking at. So yeah.
Okay. I just like that crypto's 24 hours. You can trade crypto anytime. I'm sure they got periods where they got way more activity, but just the fact that you can put your money in anytime.
Anytime, yep. I wish stocks was like that, but it's so archaic.
Right.
Yep. So, yeah, man. Let's see what else on Coin Market Cap outside the biggest gainers and losers. So this is where trending. I've been hearing about Taboo. Let's take a look at Taboo. I've been hearing about Taboo. Taboo is an adult NFT and streaming media project specializing in highly exclusive content with models who aren't strictly porn stars. Their content is like no other adult tokens. Their marketplace is cutting edge and with a creation by the Engine Coin market developers. I got Engine Coin. That's one of my holdings on Coinbase. So it's saying like Taboo is providing the crypto space a way to It's basically like OnlyFans, and what I'm getting from it.
They said the highest quality and most exclusive. You moved it. Oh, the highest quality and most exclusive SFW, NSFW to XXX triple X.
Yep. So
you already know that's gonna make a lot of money.
Yep. Man. You already know. Let's see where you can buy some of these at. And you cannot buy them on Qcoin nor Gate.io. When you say taboo token markets, these are the places where you can currently get them. So Pancake Swap, that's I hate swapping tokens because it's so expensive. I want to go somewhere where I can like buy them like at Qcoin, like this right here. So Bitmart, I don't have an account with none of these, so I wouldn't be getting taboo no time soon.
Okay. That's another thing, man. If you really want to trade crypto, it's like you got to have a bunch of different accounts, it seems like, because all the platforms don't offer all. Is there a platform that, I don't think there's a platform that offers everything.
No.
Or even close to it.
Embarrassed. Yeah.
You already know what I'm laughing at, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Not the cum rocket.
Embarrassing so, if that's a word. I have a few coins of these.
For real.
I have a few coins. Man. I got some on Corn Tiger. I had a credit account on Corn Tiger. Yeah, bro. Shit crazy. Hey, your boy Elon, the one who put me on this, man, he said something about Con Rocket on Twitter. I guess
you gotta love crypto. You gotta love crypto just for shit like that, bro. Like,
yeah.
You investing in Cum Rocket, my nigga. That's beautiful.
Let's see what's Lightning about. I never heard of Lightning. Lightning is a cross-train incubator launchpad built on Binance Smart Chain. It consists of two components, the Lightning Incubator and the Lightning Launchpad. The Lightning Incubator launches innovative and disruptive projects, IDOs across multiple chains, and all incubator projects are audited by our auditing partners. I don't know what incubator is or anything or any of these things, but yeah. This is a coin. What I'm about to show you right now, this is a coin that I would like. I don't have right now. And I'm so mad. Hold on. Because when I found out about this coin, okay, no, I'm not that mad. Because when I found out about this coin, it was 12 cents. Now it's 14. Hopefully go back down to 12. But this is one that might be worth having right here, Casper. And with the future of proof architecture, Casper is designed to ensure the platform is continually developed according to the evolving needs of its user and that it's maximally accessible to developers of all backgrounds. As per the official white paper, Casper is optimized to suit both enterprise and developer needs. Casper's mission is to usher in a new era for Web3. A demand for intuitive, interconnected services continues to grow across the board. Casper does so by solving the adoption trilemma. Offer enterprise grade, okay, whatever that is, but it seemed like some good things that they're doing, and it's cheap. I know the YouTube community, they kind of like onto this Casper right now. So yeah, man, this crypto is where it's at. Crypto is gonna make a lot of millionaires and billionaires possibly. Depending on how much money you are willing to risk. So let's take a look at the top 10 before I get off this page. We got top 10, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Tether, Solana. And nothing really much changed. The only thing that normally change with these are like, the 10, 11, 12, and all these other spots below. Shiba Inu is back down to 4 zeros and a 4. Good buying opportunity. Avalanche is up. Avalanche is a good one. I got a couple of those. V-Chain and Stellar. Ooh, Stellar is down 16%. I'm losing money on that one all the way around. Ooh, H-bar is number 35, 39 cents, like we just covered. So, yeah, man, you gotta, come into this crypto world, bro.
I mean, I'm dabbling in it. I just ain't ready to just dump everything in it because I mean, it's just so much to absorb with it, man, and everything does something different, man. Like, I'm just taking my time with it, man. On the equity side, though, bro, I've been looking into that. It's a company that just hooked up with AWS with Amazon.
Let's take a look at the company you saw earlier on NBC.
That's what I'm talking about. The ticker is XM.
Ticker is XM. Qualtrics.
Yeah, Qualtrics International.
And it's slick on the decline, which is a good buying opportunity right now.
That's exactly what I was looking at. Like, news, they hooked up with Amazon and they already kind of like in a buyer zone. Yeah,
okay. Amazon's AWS Picotronics. Amazon Cloud Computer Platform. Amazon Web Services recently extended partnership with Qualtrics. Qualtrics. I don't know why I'm saying Qualtrics. Qualtrics. That's an ugly word, bro. Right. It's so hard. Qualtrics has chosen AWS as a preferred cloud provider. This highlights the efficient and reliability of AWS innovative cloud products as well as services. Qualtrics is shipping its complete portfolio to experience management application and customer-facing workloads. Okay.
Right.
A lot of the developer talk.
Right. I think most companies that are linking up with Amazon or Tesla or Microsoft, just those big mega companies, man, they're definitely going to benefit from that partnership. I mean, hopefully. I'm sure both companies will, but definitely the smaller companies are going to be. Of course, that ain't guaranteed, but most likely they benefit from that news. That's another call I got off of MSNBC as well, or CNBC. Sorry.
I was just saying something about semiconductors. Oh wow! I never heard of this semiconductor company. NXP Semiconductors. I'm trying to find out their ticker.
It ain't NXP. Oh, NXPI.
NXPI. NASDAQ. Okay, let's go to FinViz. Screener. NXPI. Wow. Based out of the Netherlands. It's been consolidating and then it's kind of retesting their resistance right here, which is not a good time to buy, but you know the world is in great need of semiconductors, so
and then you can always short it.
Yeah.
So when it's not a good time to buy, you don't have to not make money. If you know how to short, you can short. Yeah, because you can see like towards the end, like it's starting to go sideways. So it's like from there. I mean, I guess from anywhere it can go up or down, but when it starts going sideways like that, you're like, man, they got going. Who's in the business fighting right here?
It might go down some more because you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green candles in a row. You rarely see that. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red ones after that, but it really didn't, like you said, it's been going sideways. So I'm assuming it might drop back down to this 210 level next week. If it go back down beneath 200, this might be something worth having. But I got to do some more research on it because you just can't jump on any semiconductor company. We got to see exactly what they about. Chip maker on Thursday said it believes it will hit 15 billion in sales by 2024, with much expansion coming from the internet connected electric vehicles. So they do make chips for vehicles, electric vehicles, but we can't go off of hope and expectation when they said it believes it will be 15 billion. Nah, we need to know where you at now. So okay, got some research to do for the rest of the week. Yeah, I mean, you had jump.
Yeah, it just started spinning and then eventually turned off. So.
Oh wow, okay.
I thought maybe my internet went out, but other than that, it didn't.
Oh yeah, that's all good.
But yeah, man.
Good. My good convo. My good topics. Man, we got to read
favorite episodes already without even watching it.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. And it's good that we have different opinions on certain things, but all from the same cloth. You know what I'm saying? So
it's all love. We just talking.
Yeah.
Our personal opinions and political opinions or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, me and you, it's all love every time.
Oh yeah, all love every day. You know.
Sure. But you tripping on that Trump, dog?
It's all love, but you were tripping. Oh man, I just hey, honestly, at the end of the day, I don't give a fluke who in that office. Like I said, left wing, right wing, still same bird. I just Trump was just something different, and it was
different.
He was needed. It was imperative for him to get that seat, get that chair in the office.
Who better to run the corporation of America than a CEO?
I mean, you got every corporation got a president as the top dog. So the United States is no different. They just sell guns and democracy to other countries. That's all it is, So, who am I? Who are we? But yeah, man. With all that being said, bro, we ain't here to pick sides like that, because both sides are with the shit. And I don't put my faith in no white politician, or black at that, because a lot of folks like Obama, he's alright, he did a little bit more better than what he did, but anybody can get it. If you're a politician, I'm already looking at you in a different pair of lenses already, because it's it's a lot of crooked things and behind the scenes things that go on, but on both sides. And the thing about it, they'll have us talking about which one better, while both of the people be at the same golf course putting it out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm drinking Arnold Palmer's lemonade and shit. So yeah. It is what it is, man. But
yeah.
Any last thing you want to say before we get up off there?
Nah, man. Till next time, man. Just keep on. I know you got some plugs in, man.
Yeah, shout out your channel, your
Oh yeah,
productions.
we can do that. I'm still it's still in the development stages, but yeah, we got the channel coming up. Profit on production, for the music production, and talking about basically music and music production. So be on the lookout for that. The channel is there. You can subscribe, and I should start posting stuff soon. So.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then I want everyone, if you made it this far into the video, I thank you. I appreciate you. Better content coming, more content coming. We first starting out, and we just starting out, and we appreciate any type of likes, comment that you're willing to donate. And if you're still here, make sure you follow Kitchen Goddess TV. That's my girl page. If you don't know how to cook, you might want to subscribe to it. If you do know how to cook, you might want to subscribe to it. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, we about to wrap this thing up. It's about 11:30 on the East Coast, and we got stuff to do tomorrow. You feel me? So, that being said, Obeezy, feel good. We out. You heard me? Captain.